to the point, which is for the overall conduct of the meeting, what are your strengths, your areas for improvements, and as well as feedbacks and impressions that I find for each role player of the day. So I'll start off with the overall conduct of the meeting. I find it very smooth for today's team meeting of Christmas. I don't feel, in fact, I don't really feel any hiccups. Everything went quite smooth for today's meeting. So again, please give all of you a round of applause for that. I like your agenda. There are no amendments at all. And all the events are actually, in fact, all the future events, I actually see or rather read the announcements such as the ISTT contest, which is on January next year, the COT2 training, the next club meeting, as well as the anniversary event. All the future events are actually written in the agenda to remind the members. This is very good. And not many clubs, actually not all clubs actually write all those announcements in their agenda. So that is very well done for the agenda. For the team, most of the extos here, in fact, even some of the members and guests, they are actually dressed to impress. With all those reds, with all those hats and everything. They have refreshments, food for all. Even one of the guests actually helps out the exco teams to actually bring the food, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Very good. And the other thing is that all the members and guests are actually informed about the gift exchange. Even there are actually extra 2 gifts here, which we are not sure belongs to who or from who to who later, right? So I'm sure that all the members and guests are actually aware of the gift exchange. That's why we have that overflowing of gifts there. So that was very well done as well. Now, for your strengths, one of the strengths in these clubs, even outside the meeting, is that Exto Toastmaster Club is one of the clubs that did not fail to organize YLPs, if I'm not mistaken. Even last year they organized YLPs. Even this year, from what I heard, there's also, you guys also organize YLPs, right?
Joint MRMP game.
Ah, yes, the one in the Shah Village, Shah Village Hotel. Yeah. So if you want to meet up with the young kids and to groom them to be better leaders, come and join Exto Toastmasters Club. And for your other strengths, especially the guests, I can feel the guests are actually very, very welcome, very receiving. All of you actually giving all of your hospitality to them, and that's why we have some of the returning guests like Gina, and there are a few guests at the back here, 2 guys and the girls and the ladies there as well. So they are returning guests. The room itself is very comfortable. The venue itself is also quite good. It's just situated just above the cafe. So before the Toastmaster meeting starts, you can actually hanging around the main place or the cafe, and then you guys just come up here and just go for the meeting. So the room was very conducive, very nice. I like the listening evaluation, because one of the things is that it actually encourages the members and guests to listen during the meetings. And one of the core skills that we need to learn in Toastmasters is the listening skill. A lot of Toastmasters, whether the new Toastmasters as well as distinguished Toastmasters, all of them, when they come up here and tell to other members and guests, one of the core skills that you must learn is definitely the listening. And in fact, the listening evaluation actually gives a platform for all of us to actually train that skill, apart from completing a CR manual, of course, right? And thank you so much to our president, Chi Yung, for informing the agenda, to keep on reminding me, sending WhatsApp to the map directions as well as the rough agenda through the WhatsApp. So thank you so much, Chi Yung. Yeah. Right? And yes, that's for the strengths. Okay, I'll go for the areas of improvement first, then the feedback. For the areas of improvements, right, I just want to ask before I give my feedbacks to the assistant sergeant AMPS. Is this your first time doing your ASAA role?
This club?
Yes, your first time. Okay, please give her a round of applause. To our assistant sergeant at arms, a very good attempt. I know you work very hard to actually try to gather the audience attention. Even I myself wasn't paying attention during your calling, but I really apologize for that as well. So what you can do to further improve yourself if you were to take the ASA role of the day. The first thing that you can do is when you knock the gavel, right, instead of knocking few times, first thing you can do is actually knock the gavel once, but loud and firm. Only once. So sorry, timekeeper, so sorry. Sure. Yeah. I'll just continue on now, but you just count me as overtime. Yeah, my bad on that part. Yeah. So what you can do is not once, but loud and firm. And the next thing you can do, right, elaborate on the specific house rules, especially for this club. Okay? Because some Toastmaster clubs, right, they don't really practice the restriction for the politics, sex, and religion. But based on some of the members mentioned, like they don't really specify the PS and the R here, right? So the ASA actually can come up here and actually explain the house rules. Because every clubs, they have different house rules. So for your club, you have
restriction here. He doesn't want.
Oh, you don't want any restriction, is it?
That's our, right from the beginning, it was like that.
It was like that.
No restriction.
No restriction. So if there is no restriction, tell them there's no restriction in politics, sex, and religion. If there is restriction, let's say in other clubs they have those kinds of restrictions, just tell them. So every clubs have their own what is called house rules. Yeah, take note of that. And yeah, in case you need a coffee break, you didn't mention in case you need a coffee break, go down to the AMPM cafe. But where are the washrooms? Yeah, you need to mention where are the washrooms in case like the guest needs to go to the washroom just for a short break and everything. Just note some of the few house rules, and in case of emergency, where are we supposed to gather in case something happens? Something unexpected happens, like suddenly, oh, there's a fire bomb somewhere or anything. So where are we supposed to run? Right? But anyway, good job for you because this is your first time. A very good attempt already. You really tried your best to actually call the audience up here and listen to you. So very well done. Okay? So, and to the members and guests here, please be nice to him next time. Alright? And the second thing is the standing ovation. It's just my personal opinion because I guess every Jalan evaluator has their own opinion in terms of the standing ovation. My personal opinion is that if there's an icebreaker speech right after that, right, especially the two speakers, straight away give them the standing ovation. Do not need to. Yeah, actually you can do that immediately. You do not need to wait until the GE actually call upon everyone to actually give the standing ovation. Again, it's your club culture. It really depends on your club dynamics.
The president.
Is Barrett is the president to give standing ovation at the end of it? So sorry. Yeah, right. But it actually depends on the preference of the club. So, And another thing is that this one is more of a nitpick because I'm a bit worried about this one in case it's someone very, very particular of the Toastmasters logo comes here and be the generic evaluator, because the agenda here, the Toastmasters logo is actually a bit elongated horizontally, so you definitely have to take note of that. Yeah, it's a bit fat. Yeah, I know a few seasoned Toastmasters who are very particular, in the margins and the size of the logo. So you need to beware on that. Yeah, make it rounded or make it more standardized. Try to prevent the stretching or oversizing of the logo. Even oversized, make sure it's marginally correct. Yeah.
Very sharp, really. It is very sharp.
And another suggestion, this one is more towards all the members here. Okay, not really towards the excos or role players or anything. It's just the members. Especially when the table topic session, right? Give the table topics master much more relaxing job for him or her next time. Be more proactive when the table topic masters wants members or guests to come up stage here and give. Try to prevent the awkwardness that happen between that 1 to 2 seconds. If you really want to do it, just come up here and do it. If you want to give a topic, right, whether you know it or not, if you know it, go straight to the topic. If you do not know it, go around the topic and come back to the title. As a start. Because your contest is coming right out. If you really want to win, come up here and practice. That's what you should do. That's what all the members here should do. Okay? And right? Okay, I'll go through quickly for the feedbacks and the impressions. For the table topics evaluator, Ratnam, SK Ratnam, Distinguished Toastmaster, right? Yes, Distinguished Toastmaster, SK Ratnam. I like how the way you give the assurance and encouragement to all the speakers for the 5 table topic speakers. You highlight their strengths, their sense, their nervousness, in fact, and points for improvement for each speaker. I like the way how you word it for each speaker. And you're also a very personal evaluator. You give a one-on-one talk to each speaker, and that's all I find about you. And to all evaluators, in fact, to all the speech evaluators and future speech evaluators, try to avoid the usage of but, or rather a negative tone. If you really want to encourage new speakers and guests who are very nervous, who are very, I would say, the people who are not that confident, try to word it such a way that they will try to come up here and give their speeches and give them their more positive tones. If let's say the members are more of the seasoned Toastmasters, never mind, you just fry them. You just give them the dish. It's okay, because you already know for quite some time, so it's fine. But to the new members who are much more nervous, who are still not confident, try to avoid the word buts and much more of the negative impressions there during when you present your speeches. Okay. And to the others, to the president, I like your opening speech. Very simple, very direct. You acknowledge all the guests here, from Gina to even to the 2 guys at the back there. Okay. To the Toastmaster of the evening, I like your energy. You're very loud. You're very proactive Toastmaster of the evening. And you're very articulate in details in trying to explain the Toastmaster International history. Very detailed. In fact, District 102, like how the number of divisions, the number of areas, even I myself not really know about it, but you know it quite well. And I really like the details there. And to the invocator, a person who is giving stories about the cause and effect, and also about pushing the pawns will give you the unexpected rewards, right? So also in Toastmasters it's also the same. Like, even though you might come here due to different reasons, but who knows? Maybe you are once a guest, but maybe in future you are Toastmasters member. So it's just like a person being pushed the pawn and you get other rewards in the end. Who knows what might happen in the future, right? And to the humor master, you're a stand-in person to Ngan Distinguished Toastmaster, yet you're very excited. And I like the way you actually relates back to our evocator's speech, which is the helicopter's fan. The moment you mentioned the fan, I was really like caught off guard and I really laughed. Because I know there are 2 fans, the blade fan and that fan. The moment you say the fan is not functioning, I really know the helicopter just crash. And to our another humor master, a very well done, and keep it up, come up here again and keep on making us much more humorous, much more fun for the meeting, yeah? To Jude, right? Okay, what else? To Table Topics Master, thank you so much for all the topics for today. You really give out everything for all the members and guests who come up here. Just that the members need to be much more proactive next time, yeah? And yeah, all the technical role players and speech evaluators, I already give my feedbacks just now. So that's all from me. And I think I overtime for like twice, about 10 minutes, right? 14. Okay, that's 3 times. Okay, guess I will end my session here and I'll pass the floor to the president then.